Go.
Hi, I'm Alexis Campbell, Associate Director at the Berks History Center. And as part of our Berks History for Victory initiative, I am experimenting with growing food in the city. So one of the things that I wanted to try to do was grow potatoes. Potatoes generally need a lot of space, and they need good, soft, loamy soil. If you have hard clay and you're planting in the ground, your potatoes generally won't grow that well. But there's a method that we can use that utilizes kind of a container, that utilizes containers instead of putting them in the soil. So over here I have these feed bags, which were given to me by a friend of mine who has chickens at his home. And you can find these, if you have like lawn seed or dog food, sometimes comes in these big fabric bags. And the reason I like to use those is because they're a little porous. So then when you water your plants, the water does have some space to escape without having to kind of poke holes in it or anything. So what I did was I rolled the edges of the bag. The bags are about this long. Rolled the edges of the bags down and then filled the bottom of them with potting soil. And you could use, compost or whatever kind of soil you have. It just needs some nutrients. I know some folks kind of add straw to it to make it kind of nice and fluffy. And then I have these seed potatoes here. I did purchase these online. Way more than I need, but I'm gonna share them with my friends and family. So this is pretty much ready to go. This is a potato that has sprouted, and if I plant this in the soil, it will eventually shoot up a nice green potato plant. So I'm gonna put it about 4 inches deep into the soil, and because they need a lot of space to kind of grow, the potatoes themselves grow in the soil underground. I'm just gonna put one of these potatoes per bag because there's kind of smaller bags here. So I'm just gonna tuck it in there, cover it up, and then I'll water it. And I'm gonna do the same with these 2 bags. This bag's a little bigger, so I might actually try to tuck 2 potatoes in there. If you do have potatoes like these at home that are sprouting multiple sprouts, what you could do is actually cut the potato so that you have more seed potatoes. So both of these will sprout their own plants. That's what I'm going to do. One on the far side. And then I'm going to tuck another one in over here. And then so we just roll it down so that the soil gets some light, and then the potatoes will start trying to seek the light. And then as they grow, and you'll see some green plants sprouting up, I'm going to unroll the bag and then add either more potting soil or anything that would be a nice filler. So you could also use something like straw or leaves. I've seen people grow potatoes in old, leaves from their yard. And then you'll just kind of keep rolling it up, piling the soil, mounding the soil on top of it. And what that does is, as you cover the plant itself, it'll send out more tubers. And then you'll eventually, at the end of the season, when the plant kind of gets to the top, you'll let it flower and then die. And then you'll be able to kind of dump out your whole bag of soil and material and sort through it and pull out your potatoes.